Hey everybody, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to swap any L1 asset into Hive. So this will be what we call a Hive inbound swap, where you're buying Hive with an L1 asset that's listed on my protocol using the aggregation technology on LeoDex. So let's dive right in, see how quick we can do this. So I'm going to click connect wallet. For this one, I'm going to use a key store. You can obviously use XDeFi or a key store. Make sure you select Hive as the network, and then you're going to enter your Hive username here. So I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to enter mine and then click connect with key store. Select my key store and then enter my decryption password. And now you can see I'm signed in. You can see all my wallet balances here: Arbitrum, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hive, all the things that I need. So now I'm going to hit input. Like I said, we're going to do an inbound, which means that we're buying Hive. So just for the sake of time and ease, obviously you could pick, Bitcoin, USDC, Ethereum, Rune, all these different L1 assets. I'm going to choose Maya to make this settlement as fast as possible for the video. So I put cacao in the top, I put Hive in the bottom. Now I'm just going to put, let's just do 7 cacao for this swap. So you can see it estimates the output. And then I'm going to hit swap tokens. And now you can see the UI appeared for swapping cacao to Hive. So the first piece of this swap is sending the cacao, obviously, and swapping it to Leo. And that's how it ultimately gets aggregated. So, if you're a Hive user, then you obviously are aware that, there's 3-second block times on Hive. If you use Hive a lot, then you're very familiar with things happening very quickly. On other blockchains, they can take a little bit longer. So for Maya protocol swaps, obviously, depending on the input, there's some variables there. And then, obviously other variables like, TX times and gas fees and all that. It can take longer or shorter. Usually it's up to 10 minutes. So it usually doesn't take more than 10 minutes. And for cacao, it's usually only a few minutes, sometimes even 60 seconds or less. So the first part of this swap, since we're buying Hive, is going to be a little bit slower because you're starting on Maya. So you're starting with the Maya side of the aggregation swap. As soon as we're beyond the Maya side, so after cacao gets swapped to Leo, and then we start aggregating the Leo from Arbitrum to Hive, that's where things will speed up. So the first part, it kind of front loads a lot of the time that it's going to take for this swap. But ultimately, once we get to the Hive side of things, it'll be super fast. So that's one of the benefits of Hive. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably already know that. So we are still waiting for the swap operation to complete. And again, I've said this in the other videos, if you watched them, I recommend not closing this window while you're in between a swap. If you do close it or it gets closed, somehow accidentally, try clicking swap tokens again, and it should walk you back through the process. And at the end of the day, you always could do the aggregation manually. So like if you get stuck somewhere in between these swaps, then you can always do it manually. I see that it said it just completed that swap from cacao to Leo. And now it says aggregating Arbitrum Leo to Hive Leo. This is usually pretty fast. I would say 60 seconds or less, even though we did put this may take up to 10 minutes to confirm on chain. Obviously we want to overestimate the amount of time that it's going to take. Usually these swaps, like if you want to look at it from a macro view, it takes about 5 minutes to do one. Obviously it can be dependent on which asset you choose. If you choose Ethereum or Bitcoin, it might be a little bit slower just because of their blockchain times. But I would say usually around 5 minutes is what you can expect. And a lot of times when I do these swaps, I just, open the tab on a separate window and, maybe I'm typing a blog post or working on some emails or something else, and then I'll obviously just get the confirmations as they come through. So we are still waiting for the aggregation to happen. And like I said, it's usually about 60 seconds, but can take up to 10 minutes. You just never know. There you go. And now it just confirmed the aggregation. So you can't see this on the recording, but it just popped up a Hive keychain window. And then I just hit confirm. So after hitting confirm, now you can see it says swapping 86.088 Leo for swap.hive. Another keychain window just popped up, which is to convert the swap.hive into native L1 Hive. So now it's converting 22.666 swap.hive to Hive. And that's all done. And as you can see, the page updated. So like I said, on the recording, you're not going to be able to see the actual, keychain confirmations. But when you do one of these swaps, you'll get those keychain confirmations, and you just have to hit confirm, confirm, and then, obviously it goes through. So you can see here 7 cacao to 22.39 Hive. If I refresh the Hive balance, I had no Hive in this account before. You can see it's still 0. So sometimes it can take a little bit of time to update. This right now we're waiting on the swap.hive to turn into Hive. So that uses Hive Engine's unwrapping tool. Usually doesn't take more than, I would say, 30 to 60 seconds, somewhere around there, just depending on Hive Engine. So we are still waiting. While we wait, you can see in the transaction tracker, it says cacao to Hive, and I've explained this in the other videos. If you click View in Explorer, on Myascan, it will show you the original cacao to Leo swap. Obviously, you swapped into Leo, and then you're aggregating it onto the Hive blockchain. So it's not going to show you Hive in the Myascan Explorer, but it will show you, obviously, the original assets in the LeoDex tracker. So refreshing the balance again, it's still not there. Let's check the wallet. Still not there. So like I said, we're just kind of waiting on Hive Engine. Nothing else we can do right now. But usually about 60 seconds. So we'll keep refreshing. And there you go. So now I've got the 22.56 Hive in my wallet. And it was as easy as that. You just click a couple buttons, and then it asks you to confirm a couple things in Hive Keychain. And then off you go, and you just did an L1 swap.